Welcome folks to the Movie Reviewers 100 channel. I'm Ray DVD, and this week it is Film Score Week, and Big Al and EJ have both highlighted John Williams, who was just an absolutely amazing composer. You know, he's the films that we grew up with, it seemed to be every second film was a John Williams theme, and of course the original Star Wars films. You know, this is probably the ultimate soundtrack for all of us. So I would include that in mind. So I'm just going to talk about various composers and stuff, and maybe highlight a couple of my favourite theme songs and stuff. John Williams, I would mention terrible film, of course, The Phantom Menace, but one of the soundtracks is absolutely outstanding, and of course it was the centrepiece, the film with Darth Maul facing Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the music from that, it was called Duel of the Fates, so I'll just give you a wee snippet from that. Just if you don't know John Williams' classic Star Wars, he had to come back to compose the music for the new films, and he didn't let anybody down. He brought up new themes, and this was one of his best. Terrible film, but like I say, the soundtrack made up for it. So that's that one. And then we have where is it now? I had it here. Here we go. It is another film that we sort of grew up with. It was the Rocky themes, and of course this was Bill Conti. And just any sportsman would have this soundtrack on their iPod for inspiration. You know, if you're a sportsman, it gets the blood boiling, and gets you up for the race or the run or whatever. And of course, classic Rocky. So that's these two. And then we have, of course, worthy of a mention is Jerry Goldsmith, another fantastic composer. You know, did Planet of the Apes and loads of stuff in the 60s and the 70s, and of course the 80s. You know, if you weren't a film buff, you'd recognise his themes, no problem at all. You know, he was worth a mention. He's up there with John Williams as well. Later more modern ones now, you would have to have Danny Elfman in it, and this is one of his all-time favourite, and it's an absolute classic soundtrack, and it's Edward Scissorhands. Just totally brings life to the film, you know, brings that magical mystery that Edward Scissorhands, you know, the fairy tale and stuff, and really fantastic, one of my all-time favourites. Of course, and he also done the Spider-Man themes lately, and you know, a long time collaborator with Tim Burton, and Danny Elfman. You know, you can't go wrong with a Danny Elfman soundtrack. And Hans Zimmer as well. You know, you're talking about, you know, EJ was talking about Hans Zimmer. You know, he did Inception, he's done The Dark Knight and stuff, and Batman Begins, and various other ones as well. But one of the other ones that I thought was best was Gladiator. I thought that was an absolutely fantastic theme songs in that as well. You know, just brought the film to life and brought up sort of the historical background of the Roman Empire and stuff. Of course, Ennio Morricone, Big Al spoke about Ennio, and one of my favourite pieces of music from him, you know, you've got all the Good, the Bad and Ugly and stuff, but this one, he made loads and loads of soundtracks for films that you wouldn't even, you couldn't even pronounce the names of and stuff. But this one, it was My Name Is Nobody. This was the theme song from it, and it starred like Terence Hill, spaghetti western comedy. Just absolute quirky, you know, your typical Ennio. As soon as you hear that, you know it's Ennio Morricone that's created that. And then on to a couple of others. Two of my all-time favourite foreign film soundtracks is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, fantastic film, and the theme song was did by a gentleman called Tan Dien. Tan Dunn, sorry. And just like I say, like I keep on saying, music is the soul of a film. It brings the film to life, and it gives it its being. You know, it's like everything about it, and it just makes the film. You know, it can enhance a film. So this is the theme song from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And he was the resident composer and conductor in Glasgow at one point, so it gives it a special sort of significance, because I'm pretty near Glasgow, and I'm only 30 miles from it, and I've actually visited the actual concert halls and that, and they actually played this just a couple of months ago. Another one is another of my favourite foreign films. This is probably my favourite foreign film of all time, Amelie, and it's got an absolutely fantastic soundtrack all the way through it. You know, it's like the guy's name is Jan Tiersen, and I think that's how you say his name, and it's really it just gives the feeling that the essence of what Amelie is in the film. These are all sort of quirky ones. Some people might know, never have seen the films or that, but I thought I'd just highlight a couple of my own sort of favourites. Every song on Amelie is absolutely amazing, but this is really the Amelie theme song. Last one I'm going to speak about is there's a load of good TV series, you know, like stuff like Fringe and like the X-Files, and that you can recognise their theme tunes straight away. But I've just finished watching the whole entire series of Lost, and the guy that who composed the music from that, I just found out they had actually done the new Star Trek music as well, which was a good soundtrack. But I thought I'd highlight one of the themes from Lost, which is called Life and Death, which is really it's the theme song for Lost. Lost is just an absolutely amazing show. But the thing that I used to laugh at for Lost, and it was on the actual DVDs, is like at the end of every cliffhanger they would have this big thing with the trombones would make this to bring on the cliffhangers of such. But this is an absolutely fantastic theme song. So there are a few of my favourites, and hope you enjoyed them, and please look out for reviews during the week. Please subscribe and comment, and thanks for watching.